Good evening, everyone. Welcome to episode 4 of the Roots to Rise podcast. I can't believe we made it to episode 4. And, man, I'm loving this. And I can't wait to hear what you guys have all gone through. You know, I want to hear about your guys' success stories despite the hurdles. And this is what we're all about. We're all roots. We're all going to rise. So episode 4 is all about the one fitness habit every man should have. And if there's any lady listeners here, you're more than welcome to. This applies to you too. So, but I've just, I just kind of want to cater some content towards men because these past few years I've gone through some personal struggles and I just want to pay it forward. But hey, ladies, all my information also applies for you, applies to you as well. But I just, like I said, want to start off with men, and then I can expand to making it, both genders, etc. But anyway, episode 4 is once again the one fitness habit every man should have. And why is this crucial? Well, fitness isn't about aesthetics. It's about discipline, energy, and long-term success. And I just said the D word and not that D word. So fellas, get your mind out of the gutter. The D word, discipline. And I know I talked about the word discipline in the previous podcast episode, and where I talked about also the classic story of the tortoise and the hare. We all know how that story ended. The tortoise won, and it's not that the tortoise won easily. It took a while, and it's that discipline that carried the tortoise throughout that journey, whereas the hare just sped off and decided to chill, relax. It had motivation, but it didn't have discipline. And then the tortoise just kept going and going and going, like the Energizer Bunny. So through my experience, fitness it's something that really teaches you discipline. It's about showing up. And like what I mentioned, in the last episode, that, in order to achieve something, it's every steps that count, right? So that's where working out is a great example of that. I mean, it's not to just, just to look good or fit into slimmer clothes. I mean, ideally, working out is healthy for us. We should all do it to some degree. If a 10-minute HIIT workout works for you, hey, that works. A 10-minute dance works for you, do it. A 10-minute a crip walk tutorial, thanks to Kendrick Lamar's popular song, Not Like Us. A lot of, there's been a lot of sea walk tutorials popping up on YouTube. I mean, hey, I even do that too. I'm getting my cardio in. But anyways, it's about showing up, man. It's about having that discipline, and eventually you will get that nice 6-pack, and along with the V-shaped body and all that good stuff, the aesthetics. But, it's all about the discipline. And the good thing about working out is that there is a connection between movement, mental clarity, confidence, and resilience. And then as we dive into that, I just want to say how fitness has shaped my mindset even on tough days. Now, I want to share a story with you guys. I mentioned before in my previous podcast episodes that I've been divorced, and I had some turbulent times, which unfortunately led me to get to a healthy weight. So I was 29 years old at one point, and at one point, of course, right? When I was 29, a month shy away from turning 30, I weighed 215 pounds. Once again, a 29-year-old about to turn 30 in a month, weighing 215 pounds at 6 feet. That was totally unhealthy. I did work out, but the working out didn't really do much when I was, in a lot of stress, partying, drinking, having unhealthy habits. Eventually that took over, right? And then I'm glad now that I'm back to where I was when I was throughout my lifetime when I was single. I've definitely have led managed a much healthier lifestyle. And not to say that being in a relationship makes me fat or makes me unhealthy. It's just I just like when I know when I can count on myself, when I'm just on my own, that I have that self-discipline to just, make sure that I'm good. And there were definitely good moments throughout my relationships too, where I was, healthy, but, I just want to share this personal story where how I just lost discipline. Like I let myself go. And now I use working out as a way to stay disciplined. It's the frog that I eat every morning. I tend to work out for an hour to hour and a half, sometimes two, mainly about an hour and a half are kind of my average workout times. I just have to eat that. If I can't do it, I feel weak. I feel fatigued, confused. I also have ADHD. So those of you guys have ADHD and gals have ADHD, exercise, working out is a great way to release some of that energy and be more like mellowed out, because I sometimes feel super tense and I get riled up about things where I just get like, I just like get super fixated on things. But when I work out, I'm much calmer. So that's worked for me. And for me, like I said, I have to work out. And those of you who are wanting to work out and want to get in, daily steps are are like to just, whether it's go for a walk, whether it's to do a 10-minute HIIT workout, Zumba, sea walk, whatever floats your boat, play soccer, catch up, if you have a smartwatch, use that as a motivator. I use that. So like that is great. Like, especially getting those 10,000 steps a day, that's a motivator. You'll soon realize that, wow, like you're getting 20,000, 30,000. That's good. And those of you that live in the cities and urban areas, I would say that's a great way to, get your steps. And it's cardio at the end of the day. Walking has its tremendous benefits. You'll be amazed. Sometimes when you have some brain fog, I know I personally, when I have brain fog, I go for a walk, or if I feel stressed, I feel much lighter. I get all these creative ideas. It's funny how the mind works. We're meant to stay active. So find whatever it is. It's not about how hard you train. It's about how often. And that often is going to keep compounding. Like the late physicist Albert Einstein mentioned that, hey, compounding interest is a powerful force, or is one of the powerful forces. Well, yes, that's true. It's going to keep compounding. So make sure you stick with that and keep going. And that's why movement matters every day more than extreme workouts. So if whether it's just to go out there, get your steps, better than be like, I got to do a HIIT workout when you have never trained. So do that. So this is just from my personal experience. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a mental health therapist or any healthcare professional at all. But I've been throughout the years that I've worked out, I've noticed that I feel better. So like whenever I work out, it reduces my stress and anxiety. It increases my focus and self-discipline. I feel a heck lot more confident. It definitely builds more confidence over time. Some physical benefits are it boosts energy and stamina. And I know for the younger folks, we don't really think about our joints or injuries. But hey, as we get older, we got to think about that stuff. So like it strengthens our joints and prevents injuries. So stretching also helps. Make sure to stretch before and after. And then for the fellas, it enhances our testosterone, which is we really need, and overall well-being. Like, as men, we got to have, we should work out. We should be healthy. We should lift weights. Whether it's up to personal discretion, whether you want to be like an Arnold Schwarzenegger or you just want to be a guy who just works out, lifts. We got to stay healthy and slim. Let's get rid of the man boobs. Let's get rid of the belly fat and all that good stuff. Let's just be slim as we can, or muscular. We should just, be ready to be ready. Unfortunately, the worst case can happen. We should have a physique where, we're able to defend ourselves, or at least live a healthy lifestyle, because life's too short. Right? So now, how to make this habit stick? I know, especially for those of us with ADHD, we get all over the place. I use an app called TickTick where I always record my workout. I love having a streak. For me, that helps. And I also sometimes go based on the weather. If it's a sunny day, I will make sure to go for a walk. And then I use my AirPods and you listen to a podcast or music. That keeps me going. When I'm just working out inside my home gym, I just blast music, and that's nice. I have some like EDM house music, sometimes hip hop. That works. I love that. Or, those of you that want to watch a TV show or stream something, while you're walking, do that, or on a treadmill or something. Those are fun ways to keep working, right? And then eventually, I highly recommend to track your progress and build momentum. And that way you definitely hold yourself accountable, and accountability ties with discipline. So those two are like the peanut butter and jelly. And then make it enjoyable, man. Like, find something that you really love, like whether it's biking, hiking, cycling, running, lifting weights, sports, basketball, whatever, hockey, whatever floats your boat. Just get out there and move your butt, man. Whether it's going out in the club, looking good, shake that ass, man. Guys and girls, get down to it, right? But yeah, and just make it fun, man. So, I'm just going to close out here. I just want to say, fitness isn't about perfection. It's about showing up daily and staying consistent. Remember, it's for our health. At the end of the day, we only have one life to live. So why not stay healthy and sexy? And even on the worst days, just move, man. Even if it's a 5-minute stretch or short walk, that counts. You get those steps in, right? And so, that's all we have today. And I just want to say before we head out, to all the listeners out there, commit to 7 days of movement and see the difference. And make sure you please share that progress, Let's form a community here. Let's share our progress. Let's encourage one another. And that's all we have for today. And, if you enjoyed listening to episode 4 of Roots to Rise podcast, I would highly recommend if you guys could please subscribe, share, and leave a review. And if you have any friends or family, colleagues, or anybody, significant other you want to send this to, please do. Because I'm just in it, I really want to pay it forward. I like to call myself a late bloomer. And, I want to pay it back. So, please, free feel to share it, and definitely commit to the 7 days of movement. And all right. And as always, before we close out, we gonna make it through. Alrighty. Cheers. Or tatsines.